presentación.
I'm Daniel. I'm a photographer and filmmaker from Venezuela, living in Spain, in Barcelona. Well, I've been following Andres' career, YADAM's career, for at least 2 years, and even before I met him. I was curious because his style is pretty fresh to the Venezuelan market.
Estoy loco, tanto que tienes que alejarme como ahorita. Nunca me he sentido tan mal. Anda buscando de mí, pero en otras mujeres.
DIOS was actually the song that began everything. Randomly, a friend sent me a message that some producer and a songwriter from Miami had written a song that they wanted to share with me. The moment that I heard DIOS, I was like, okay, this song needs to be mine. It wasn't finished. It was only like the first part of the song and the chorus. I was like, I need this to be mine. And I actually recorded it that night, so I didn't waste time. And thanks to that song, when I heard it and when I felt, everything that the song was talking about, it unleashed the whole creativity that I needed to write the whole EP of Alma, which is now out. This song has two sides to it. So the first one is, it's about Dios, about my ex deciding to go believe in God and not in being gay. He didn't want to be gay, he wanted to go with God. And then there is also the idea of losing someone you love. And every time you lose someone you love, you always say like, oh, I hope that, he's in heaven. So there's also that conversation on, I hope that the sky is real and that you really did go to heaven. That's my double other side to the story. And today, as we shoot here, it's more about the idea of the missing person, the person that's gone.
Andres, hold still, only leave the stand-up slowly and leave. The first day was the studio shots, and the studio shots for me was the hardest, talking about like a technical perspective, because I'm a outdoor and natural light person and photographer and filmmaker. So to be in a studio with composition of lighting, when we're projecting a shadow that is not there, the person and everything, and to make it like clear, I'm really happy that we had the help of Cristina Reche and from Studio Cloud 72, because she was the right person to set everything. I just tell her the idea and she helped me a lot on make it like a reality. So that was super important for me. The second day was really, really stressful. First, we have to rely on public transport, so that's something horrible. We had to go to this beach that is like 1.5 hours away from Barcelona city. As happens in these cases, obviously the train got stuck in the middle of the way.
Hola, buenos días, desde la maquinista. Confirmamos problemas de tensión en catenaria, pero ya los trabajos se realizan justo delante.
So we were in a rush to capture the sun rays, and I was like super stressed because we have all the material. I have Andres ready, the crew was ready. But fortunately enough, we made it on time, and we had that beautiful shot of his silhouette in front of the sun and the sand and everything. I think we made the most of that location.
The sand is pretty cold. It's nice for my feet. I'm excited to see the final result. Had a weird morning, but it's all gonna go well in the end. That's what's important.
And when we arrived from the beach, we went to Montjuic here in Barcelona.
There's still technically 2 days left, or one full day and then another day. But that is a lesson on waking up early is always the best thing to do. Because when you wake up early, you can do a lot of other things. Like for example, shoot a music video a whole fucking day.
Obviously, Montjuic, a spectacular location itself. We try to make it like natural, only walking, having like a really curated framing. The only thing was to capture the story. It doesn't feel forced. I think we captured that, and I'm happy of that part too. So the main symbol of this video and is the yellow flowers. And I think that's a really, really personal and intimate symbol, mainly for YADAM.
Flowers symbolize me, my soul, and at the same time, it symbolized whatever belief is surrounding me. The story behind the flowers is really funny because once again, it's a result of work in collaboration with somebody else. And I made the photos with a Barcelona-based photographer called Santoro Franco, that's how I call him, Daniel Santoro Franco. I also had made him listen to the EP, and he also had an idea of working around this yellow flower. So in the photos you could see me, just basic, and I feel like that's the evolution of my soul, that's the evolution of the different ways sometimes myself and also what I believe in or what I'm surrounded by affects me as a person. And I feel like that's what Alma is about. It's like, what is my belief, what is my environment, and how does it modify who I am as a person and how I feel?
And the third day, for me, was the one that I most enjoyed because we went to Mollet del Vallès. There's a town close to Barcelona, like 40 minutes from Barcelona. And was a beautiful natural and green park. Also, like Montjuic, it was the location itself. It's really important to have a team that I could trust. I had the pleasure first to work with you, Oleksii Baidatskyi, and then we had Mavi Penedo. She was a stylist and also she helped with the production because she loves to solve problems. Then we have Elvis. Elvis is a 4x4 car. He can go everywhere, he can do everything. And then we have Andres starring the video. He's super expressive. He's super expressive.
So if there's anything that the whole experience of making this song and the EP has taught me is the necessity to build a community and to exist and collaborate around the community. And what is really cute about Daniel Simon was that when I went to Barcelona in November, I met him and I shared him the whole EP, and I didn't know that months later he would just send me a message.